right, well, Jamie talked about the In Vogue. Um, Free your mind and the rest will follow. Her comment, of course, disappeared. So I just by memory typed it to myself. Sorry about that, Jamie. Guess the AI still messing with you a little bit, huh? Huh. But yeah, and then she said they used it in a recent award show, the Free Your Mind and the Rest will follow. So freeing your mind, DNA swaps, DNA changing, altering your DNA, mark of the beast, all that stuff has been a psychological operation with the poke poke. But the poke poke and at the most it's connect you to it to where they could kill you with it, like a kill grid type thing. This particular city, this particular street, this particular town, this particular state, whatever. They can just turn it up whenever they want. Once all that, of course, begins. I think that won't begin until after, October 2nd, after he goes down. But maybe all that stuff starts beforehand. I don't know. It's a tough one. Deleted item 666. Inbox 7188. There's your 84 for the church. There's 42. The Heart of Christ number, my football number. I just now noticing all that. Look at all that stuff just pop up there like that. It's crazy. It's just weird. I don't know. 101 Dalmatians, the black and the white. It's like black and white checkered flooring. And of course, it's 101, which is their big number. Jockin and Boaz and the sun dot, the sunburst in the middle for the sun god, the two pillars. But I got a surprise for y'all. Well, one more here. So Aaron Rodgers, the Packers are out. So my Packers Chiefs replay of Super Bowl I with the Chiefs winning this time won't happen. This is deeper. You're looking at next weekend's championship games featuring both the 49ers in the NFC championship game and the Bengals in the AFC championship game. That hasn't happened in the postseason since the 1988 football season. This is considered the 2021 football season. So in other words, the last postseason ever mirrors the postseason of the 1988 football season. Even though the Super Bowl was in 1989, the playoff games were in 1989, but they always call it the 1988 season. The only reason I'm not the one fudging those numbers or bending it, they did. They go, this hasn't happened since 1988. And I looked it up and I'm like, oh, that was the 89 postseason. But see, they consider it the 88 season. So if the 49ers play the Bengals, you're the Tiger, Bengal Tiger. If the 49ers play the Bengals, it'll be a replay of the 1988 Super Bowl. That was played in 1989, but it was of the season during the October Donnie Darko. So what they're saying is the postseason of the Donnie Darko October 1988, the football season that was going through at that time. And of course, that's why they were showing Doug Williams so much in that. So, yeah. Look at all the Michael prep. Got a big surprise for y'all. Look at that. Look what Michael's given us. I haven't been through it. That's why they're all still in blue bold. Can't wait to go through it. I think I'm going to have a lot of work to do loading all this hard work he's been doing. That looks like a few hours of work, seriously. Right, Wright. That was Earl's last name. So I can't wait to get into that one. Look at all these 88s. Apprentice 3 season. Oh, he's giving us man, he's doing it all, isn't he? Ooh, I think Michael's done think Michael's hooking us up. What do you think? Jamie, if I could scroll down and show you your comment. Watch this. Enjoy Vogue, Free Your Mind, and the Rest Will Follow song from 1992, but they performed it at some 2020 Music Award show. Now I'll click it, watch, gone. Stephen Schmidt said, you missed what the Wikipedia said about Octavia Spencer. She's from the buckle belt, the buckle of the Bible Belt. Well, thank you, Stephen, for that. I don't know why they I heard that name brought up in something, and I was like, I bet that means something. And I can't remember what it was. So We Seek, We Find came on and said, nice job. I said, loved your PE video. Well, it was dumb. It's the pie video. Pie video. And if we were to go to that, I never miss one of their videos, We Seek, We Find. So I need to watch all these. Haven't seen that one. Haven't seen that one. Haven't seen that one. Hang on, let me get them set up for me. I think this is that Grimsby movie that Michael was telling me to watch. Commentary, fair use. Left arm wounded. Apparently there's some sort of Trump assassination tell in this movie. That's Trump sitting there in the movie. Is that right? Trump right there. Commentary, fair use. Turn off sound. Got the presidential song music playing, Michael said. Germany, England, two big players in World War II. Got the 9149. 9150. 19. Okay, interesting. And thank you, We Seek and We Find, for that. Oh, I want to get into their pie video. It's only 2 minutes, called Pie in the Sky. So it's got Life of Pi. 119 plus 195 equals 314. 9/11 to 5/19 is 8 months, 8 days. 9/11 to 5/19 on the clock is 8 hours, 8 minutes, 88 out of time. So this site, We Seek, We Find, is always pointing to that May 19th. Now, May 19th. So anyway, I'll put this video in the so you can play the whole thing. But if we were to go what is May 19th? You know, through the portal to October. And I literally put an 8. It's 136 days. You got your 13 fused with the 36. And 36 is the triangular number for 666. So it's 1, WON 666, or the 13 with the 60s. So it's, in my opinion, that day would be big because it's a very particular number away from it. And yeah, I need to reset up my date to date to go to October 2nd, don't I? Yes, I do. So I'll do that later. All right, so we're done there. Thank you. We think we fine. Let's do Michael's hard work. His real name is Andre, and he's done this before. I've seen this. Andre Rommel Young. That matches Pepsi halftime show on all 4 ciphers. That's just fascinating that they've had all this planned out all along. And I've often wondered if these Illuminati families did not make sure that they breed through bloodlines to make sure they had African-American bloodlines, mixed African-American. Obviously there wouldn't be, but hardly any African-American is 100% African blood anymore. So yeah, like these are Illuminati families like Snoop Dogg. I'm not sure what's going on with Mary J. Blige. I don't, you know, Michael and I had a long talk about what they do with genders. And Queen Latifah, just not sure about any of it, but was always you know, the highest ranked from what I understood. So yeah, matches it in all 4 ciphers. That's just fascinating. Thank you, Michael. Stock market Dow Jones 2001. The chart foreknowledge of the upcoming 9/11 event by the major market participants. The market hit a high in 2001 in May. From that point through 9/10, the day before 9/11 is where the chart ends. The market declined from just under 11.5 to 9.5. That's about an 18% decline in about 4 months prior to 9/11, the first week of trading. After 9/11, the markets declined an additional 14%. Those that had foreknowledge only had to short the markets and wait to collect for future event. Currently, we're in the largest bubble of almost asset class in history. The markets have only recently started declining. The S&P 500, of course, 500, the number for Antichrist, in Strong's Concordance, G500, is off 7% from its all-time high, and the NASDAQ is off 13% from its recent all-time high. Are we on a foreknowledge period? I believe so. So it's very interesting. You know, Michael knows all about that stuff. He was telling me about it the other day on the phone, and it's just very interesting. Kobe Bryant changed jersey numbers from the 8, Candy's marriage number, and number 24, which is Candy's marriage number, 3rd progression. 8, I was the 16. 8 plus 8 is 16. And of course, that was also, I was her 16 2 different ways, because her husband, 8, 10, 1971, he was a 15 first 2 digits. So I was the 16, and her next husband would be the 17 if you're doing progressions. Now, if you go out 3 digits, I was her 158 for Earl's May 8th. There was a 58 in the address where we got married. And of course, Earl died on May 8th, 58. Trump's all about the 58s. We have never figured out why. Her original husband had my birthday right in the middle, 7/6. So I was 16 in a marriage progression. I was 16 as her husband progression. Did he change his number from 8 to 24 midway through his career? Because 24 is another way for the wicked ones to say 8, 8, 8. Absolutely. And don't forget, Trump is 1189 or 888 for Donald J. Trump, which are 89, and 888 is Candy's third marriage. So, and she has yet to marry this fiance. She's been wearing this engagement ring for years, and I told y'all he won't go down until she gets married. And I don't know if that's a definite, but it was just a gut feeling. But now that I know it's October 2nd for sure, doesn't matter to me either way. Maybe she'll get married right afterwards. I don't know. From the panic of all the chaos, just say, let's get married in case we get separated or something, Mr. Helicopter comes to, okay, when Kobe Bryant scored 81 points on his 666 game. Oh, Mr. Helicopter. Helicopter comes to, oh yeah, because he died in a helicopter crash. Helicopter comes to 666, scored just an all-time high points in one game during the 666 game of his career. That's just fascinating, Michael. Thank you for that. And today we are 252 days away from what I believe the event will be. Now, that's a weird number now that I look at it, because I was Candy's, that was our marriage progressions. How? Well, remember my marriage number was 5, 5176, that whole number, 5176, my first wife's first 3 digits of her number was right in the heart of our number. Of course, she was 86, 6286. She was 62848 was her number. So 52 would be my next progression, or the marriage number itself is 5. And we got 252 days left. So 5 times 5 is 25. So that's 252. 5 times 5 is 25. Or look at the 52. That's the second progression from the 51. So yeah. Interesting that we were just talking about all that stuff. That's just fascinating research though, Michael. The Apprentice season 2. During season 2, The Apprentice, there was an episode called The Last Supper that aired on 9/29. Wow. Week 4, The Last Supper. And I was wanting to know, what was it I was wanting to know? I was wanting to, hang on, can't think. Oh, did one ever land on an October 2nd? That was my, I bet he might have found one. But in his research, he found that interesting. Look at that. The Last Supper. Week 2, Motel 666. It's called January 27th, 2005. Week 2, Apprentice season 3. They were hiding nothing. We were all fast asleep. Wow. Michael is all over this stuff, man. Yeah, The Apprentice might not have ever aired in October. Well, that one was late September, so I guess it did. They might not want to compete with football season. Here's one, February 24th, The Writing on the Wall. Wow. February 24th, 24 is 888. The Writing on the Wall. Iron Maiden released a song with the same name in 2021. Take a look at the lyrics. Iron Maiden, The Writing on the Wall. Across the painted desert lies a train of vagabonds that left where we were. That's what we become once our empire, glorious empire, is gone. The dead gave us time to live. Now our time is done. Now we are victorious. We become our slaves. We've become our slaves. The land of hope and glory, building graveyards for the brave. Have you seen the writing on the wall? Have you seen the writing on the wall? Can you see the riders on the storm? Can you see them riding? Can you see them riding? The storm coming, of course, is the four horses of the apocalypse. Riders on the storm, riders of the horse. Storms coming is the four horses. From Hollywood to Babylon, the earthquake is coming. Writing on the wall, riders on the storm. Thank you, Michael. You're just too blind to see, it says. Wow. Good stuff, Michael. Thank you. Michael, yo, and I'm telling you, when he gets going here. So the 102 comes to the same thing as 201. That's true. Event 201 is 102 backwards. 166 for the opening of the Bible and 996. Wow. Comes to the little horn. September 11th. There it is. 102. I knew it. Twin Towers, the White House, October 4th, which is when he rises. Lotus Flower. All about I Pet Goat when he goes down. New York nuked. War over Israel. 110 for the amount of stories. The Twin Towers, 110. What else was that about 110 the other day? That Trump is 100 and Trump's birthday is 110 days every year. Leap year, no leap year. Doesn't matter. Just stand alone. His birthday to October 2nd is 110 days. There it is. 110. A second 9/11, comma, a second 9. That's it. That's it. That's what we were waiting on. I knew that 102 because my marriage number again was 51, 2 digits out. So another way to do a progression is to add it. So my marriage to Candy was 51 plus 51. That came to what? 102. And there's the 02 for Earl. I knew all that a long time ago. But that was only when I knew that Earl's death related to my marriage to Candy. I never related it to the end times, even though this is before I just knew her marriage. Her second marriage progression to me was 88, but I didn't know 88 was Trump and all that stuff. Then when Trump came along, I started realizing that Lord was showing me all this to point me to the end times. And boy, I mean, like if that's not gematria for October 2nd, I don't know what is. I mean, seriously. That right there was just fascinating. Hang on, let me pause, get this set up nice. All right, and I saved it. So that's there, man. That is so strong. That 102 comes to that. 102, man. That's 10-2, baby. That's October 2nd, 102. Now, 1002 or 1002 could also be October 2nd. Theoretically, so is 210. Michael, 210 also theoretically. So, but they can only bend to everything so much. But the fact that 102 is in there, with all that, I just think's really fascinating to what it is we're looking for, which is October 2nd tells. So that's the gematria. That's the gematria for the 4th. I guess we can also put it's got its own tab, October 4th gematria does too. So 102 equaling October 4th. Or I guess I should put equal signs there. That would save a space, wouldn't it? So, but yeah, that's just fascinating work, Michael. I hope all y'all got a lot out of that. There is just no doubt in my mind that that's when he's going down. He's going down on the Donnie Darko date, but I might not be around to see it. I think maybe some things will happen before then. So I put out everything I can before then. Let's keep rolling with Michael's amazing work. 88 film. It's called 88. The running time was 88 minutes. It was supposed to take place during an 88-minute span of time. And of course, Doc is in this movie, Michael is saying. You got to be kidding me. The 88 film. Christopher Lloyd. January 6th. Which is opposite my birthday of July 6th. And July 6th, of course, is 88 days from October 2nd. So I like the way they bounce that around a little bit. It's uncanny, isn't it? 88. Revenge is all she had left. Oh, this movie's just called 88. Okay. And Christopher Nolan was in it. There was a movie called 88 Minutes, Al Pacino. That was the movie. I'm sorry. That was the movie that was allegedly taking place during an 88-minute scenario. Like the movie was in time. Like you saw every minute that took place. Filming began in Vancouver area on what? October 8th. Why do they have to put that in? Because they wanted you to know the 88. So 80, October means 8. So it's 88. That's when No Time to Die came out. What, 16 years later? So they started filming on October 8th. The movie 88 minutes. And of course, Mr. Devil's Advocate, Al Pacino. And Jamie's the one that said, what about 88 minutes? Al Pacino, it popped in her head. I've never seen it. I'm assuming I really need to watch this movie. It came out in 007 to 007. I've got to watch this movie, don't I? And so that's the text to Trump 88022, and there's an 802 in the heart of the number, and the 802 is standing for October 2nd. Just like October 8th is 88, 802 is October 2nd. You see how they're bending and twisting. They can bend and twist and do anything they want in their lesser magic world as long as it follows its numerical rules pattern. Al Pacino is in this one. Well, all right, we just went through it. It's funny. You tell Michael and I, Jamie, are all on the same wavelength here. There it is. All right, that is excellent work, Michael. Michael's on fire today. Bat Out of Hell 3, The Monster is Loose, Wikipedia, released on 10/20/2006. That would be 16 days after he rises. In Ireland on October 31st, in US. So it came out on Halloween. Meatloaf, Bat Out of Hell 3, The Monster is Loose. And I changed this whole thing now to landing on October 2nd. I can always just click today's date, click it. It's exactly 36 weeks from now, y'all. Exactly. Not even a day hanging over. It's on a Sunday. It's exactly 36 weeks. We say that at 5:55 and 33 p.m. 36. Tomorrow will be 35 weeks and 6 days. Sam Raimi's Oldsmobile Delta. I remember the Delta 88. And by the way, that 289, I'm 289 days away from the abomination of desolation day when I turned 61. I will never turn 62. If you include both dates, then I'm 289 days away from it. And that was the original. There was a little Fiat we had before that my mom had, but I don't remember much about riding in that car, but the first one I do remember was our Mustang, the 289. Mustang 289. It was a green Mustang, and it was not a fastback. It was a 1966 car, I think, or a 65 or 64. But it was something right along that looked like that. That was my mom's car. Didn't have the mag wheels like that. And we rode in that. It was not a convertible. We rode in that car forever. Maybe it was a 67. Let's see what the 67s look like. It was 289. You know what I'm saying? 289. So the old Delta 88. There's Delta Airlines. That Oldsmobile Delta 88. Boy, do I remember those cars. The original Spider-Man trilogy, the Evil Dead trilogy, Darkman, Drag Me to Hell, The Gift, The Quick, these films all have two things in common. Sam Raimi, and they all feature Raimi's first ride is 1973 Oldsmobile Delta 88. 73 is another third marriage progression for me, because when I got married, remember it was March 12th, 1983. Of course, there was an 88 in the number and a 138 in the number for Trump, an 88 in the number for Trump. That's my first marriage day, March 12th, 1983. And it's got the 713. And then I got married the second time to the 88. I was her 88th progression on when? July 14th, which was 714, the next progression. But if you want to progress it out, it's 71 was the original, 72 was the second, and then 73 would be my third marriage progression. So it was a 73 Oldsmobile Delta 88. That's just fascinating. Fascinating the way they put all this together. The ghost in the machine did all of this. The AI told them. They talk about, oh, we've got this AI at this university. They got AIs everywhere, y'all. If you got a computer, the ghost is in the machine. They have these computers where the entities will just speak to them, print out stuff for them, movie scripts, song lyrics, will computer animate how a movie is to be shot. Like Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy, he was told, I am absolutely positive, how to shoot every single scene of that movie. Michael's on fire. Michael, you're on fire, brother. Yeah, how much better are these videos when Michael stuff's in there versus when I'm just rambling? W88. What in the world? The big W. The big W. I was wondering about that big W because it's a 23, 23rd letter. The big W from It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. And a diagram of the W-88 warhead. In 1989, information was released. U.S. Navy. So there's a warhead that's got an 88 in it. It's got the W2, the big W, the W-88, alt 370, Earl's first three digits. Don't forget, that's the 10th progression of the number 37 too. Remember when I did that, where I showed y'all all those progressions of 37? Well, you do the 37 progressions, just add 37 plus 37 plus 37 plus 37 plus 37. I took it all the way out to 102 because Excel will do that for you real quick. It'll add them automatically. You got the 37 and the 74. Because 37 plus 37 is 74. You got the 37, 74 combo at the 102 progression of 37. I wanted to look at the 88. 3256. We know we got a Super Bowl 56. I just wanted to look at that. It was interesting. The 86, you got the 82 for October 2nd. The 82, you have the 3034. There's your 303 code that we saw. Saw the 303 on the clocks of two different movies. One of them was Scarface, the big kill scene of Frank. Now the 78, you have the 886 combo there. 56 is 20. Oh, there's Donald Trump, 207, y'all. Remember, Donald is 119 and Trump is 88. And that's how you get my number of 275. And Trump dies on day 275. October 2nd is day 275. Well, if you go to the 56 progression of 37, adding it out, you get Trump. I mean, you get Donald Trump, 207. 53, my next marriage number, you get the year 1961, year I was born. That's weird. First marriage, again, there's the 88. Remember, 88 was when I got married. It was 71388 was the number. You got Candy's first and second marriages, the 87 and the 88 to me. Just fascinating. I can look at these all day. What got me wanting to, oh, the 555, the 666, like 18, y'all know 6 plus 6 plus 6 comes to 18, but the 18th progression of 37 plus 37 plus, add it 18 times, or 37 times 18. The 18th progression of 37 is 666. So that's an 18 is, we all know 18 is 666 because of 6 plus 6 plus 6. But again, that's that 37 I've been telling y'all about. Now, look at my marriage number, my third marriage number progression twice here. 15, 5 plus 5 plus 5, because that's my marriage number is 15, or a 5 next to a 5 next to a 5. And they come equal with each other. I played for Teamsters 444. It is the 12th progression of the 37. And remember, what is so special about 37? It is the 12th prime number. 12 is the number for the church. There's the 370. There's the 333 when it's 9. There's the 222 when it's 6. And don't forget, 222 code is about Eve. That's what it's about. That's the Bible verse where the rib was taken from Adam and Eve was created. There's an 888 in there at the 24. 24 times 37 is 888. And we remembered that 37 through the portal, how it creates that archway. I don't know what got me on all that, but I love the W-88. Thank you, Michael. 88th Air Base Wing, POTUS arrives at Wright Pat. Of course, it said Wright for Earl Wright. There's my, look at the URL. 714 for the day I married the 88. And here's your 88, 89 in the URL. Like if I was to copy this URL. I guess we would see it in there. If I were to make a new message and paste it and blow these numbers up, you get the 88 fusing with the 89, fusing with the 90. So that's her second marriage to me, her third marriage, and then her fourth marriage. There's Trump's birthday. There's our wedding day. I knew there'd be a lot in there because that's Earl's last name was Earl Wright, W-R-I-G-H-T. And that's how my life's always been. Like I'd see numbers, I'd see them connect to something, and something always followed. There's a lady here saying, so thankful President Trump came. Of course, Michael and I were both big Trump fans, so the Lord just pulled us out of it. If the Lord didn't pull us out of it, I could be the biggest Q person you ever knew. I mean, look at me. I've always been had an extreme personality. I wasn't just into astrology. I was enormously into astrology. Like whatever the Lord puts me into or hands me over to the demons to do. Fascinating, isn't it? Let's go back to Michael's prep. Type 80/88 main battle tank. Oh, I meant to click it. Type 80 to 88 main battle tank. Oh. I just see numbers for days and all that stuff. The McDowell XF 88 Voodoo. Voodoo. Oh boy. What am I going to name this? Michael in the 88s. 88 officially recognized constellations. Mike, how'd you find all this? How in the world did Michael find all of this? 88 officially recognized constellations. Of course, the 88th. It says Fox for 666 at the bottom. The 86th is Virgo, Virgin. What would the moon be in when Trump goes down, y'all? Well, I can tell you. Hang on a second, I'll tell you. You have a full moon on October 9th, 89. A full moon in October, which is the time of Libra. It'll be a full moon in Aries. Go back 1 week. That will be a Capricorn moon on October 2nd. That'll be a Capricorn moon on October 2nd. Astrological moon phases 2022. This is the one I was looking for. So if you take it out to October, Capricorn, first quarter, it's a quarter, so it's a square. And it says backbone, joints, knees. Of course, the whole earth will shake. It'll break this country's back. The knees were knocking. I forget who that was in the book of Daniel. Was it Nebuchadnezzar's son or grandson? I think it was Nebuchadnezzar's son whose knees were knocking from the writing on the wall, which of course was the Iron Maiden song we just went over. So it goes into from 7:38 a.m. it goes into Capricorn. It's on a Sunday. Sunday, Bloody Sunday. I can't believe the news today. Oh, I can't close my eyes and make it go away. How long must we sing this song? How long? Because tonight we can be as one tonight. Broken bottles under children's feet, bodies strewn across dead end street. Sunday, Bloody Sunday. And the battle's just begun, it says. And today the millions cry, Sunday, Bloody Sunday. When fact is fiction in reality TV, it says. To claim the victory, Jesus won. Of course, it's anti-Jesus. Wow. Sunday, Bloody Sunday song, Wikipedia. Released at the spring equinox in 1983. .440. One of the songs is 40 on there. The album was called War. Well, that figures because it opens up the four horses, which is war, famine, death due to the war and the famine. Death to 2 billion due to the war and the famine. Remember I told y'all I thought the weakest days I thought it wouldn't happen was on a Thursday or a Sunday. The Lord was like, enough. You're too stupid. Let me just go ahead and give it to you. That Dr. Pepper 10, 2, and 4, though, that was a killer, wasn't it? I don't even think I put that in here. And that badge said 10, 2, 4 on it as the movie opened up with the movie 7. The way the movie 7 opened up. Just fascinating. Fascinating. All this is fascinating. Did I do that properly? Yeah, that constellations. Retired Apollo 15 astronaut Al Worden dies at 88. Of course, 15. 5 + 5 + 5, third progression. Look at that. Ain't that something? Maybe he just did 88 in the news or something, right? Dick Gordon, NASA astronaut, Apollo 12 pilot, dead at 88. Yeah, I love this moon phase deal here. And the full moon is at 2054. It's going to be in Aries. That's the full moon in Aries is ruled by, or Mars rules Aries. It is the god of war. I think I've already got that one in there. I do. That's all right. I got January's. I removed that one. Okay. There's the Dick Gordon guy. How do those guys sleep at night? They sleep just fine. Same way we sleep. They all think everything they're doing is for the greater good. STS 88. End of mission December 16th. Launch date December 4th. It's 12-day mission. That was the last one. Michael, that was fascinating. Let's give Michael a round of applause, everybody. I mean, I feel like he needs that's a lot of work. All those 88s. All those 88s. And the fact that 1988's football season, as it swam over the month of October, in the postseason, the Bengals were in the AFC Championship game. They have not been back to the AFC Championship game since then, since the 1988 season, postseason, which was actually 1989. So that's Super Bowl. Super Bowl 23. '49ers beat the Bengals 2016 for the year 2016 when Trump was elected president. Game was played January 22nd, 1989, Joe Robbie Stadium. That was for the 1988 season. What if you have the 49ers and the Bengals repeating that? Because there's no way the 49ers should win the Super Bowl or be in the Super Bowl. I just saw a post where they said, whoever wins today's game, the Bucks or the Rams, that's who will be in the Super Bowl. So more than likely, you're looking at the Rams and the Chiefs. But what if it's the Rams and the Bengals? But what if it's the 49ers and the Bengals? And they're repeating Super Bowl 23. 23 chromosomes. 23 to 56. That's 33 Super Bowls away from each other. Egads. Egads. 33 years ago. That's just unheard of, isn't it? It's uncanny the way they do stuff. But that Super Bowl has not happened yet. It's not the 49ers against the Bengals yet. Do we have insider trading? Could we go lay all this money on these championship games next week? And just go ahead and put all our money on the 49ers and the Bengals because they're going to try to repeat a Super Bowl of 33 years ago. We got insider trading. We've got, no, we don't know what they'll do. As soon as they make you think they'll do something, they won't do it. So theoretically, it really would be the Rams and the Chiefs. And Yeah, I don't know what that's about. So would it be the Rams and the Bengals? Would it be the Chiefs and the 49ers? I don't know. But if it ends up being the exact Super Bowl of 33 years previous, that was the Super Bowl that represented through that October of 1988, which was the Super Bowl played in 1989. If they do that, wow. And the 49ers won it. They would reverse it, have the Bengals win it, because it's the year of the Tiger, the Bengal Tiger. Wow. That would be 13 days into the year of the Tiger, New Year. 13 days that Super Bowl's played. So do we have insider trading that right now y'all could just go to Vegas? See, I don't bet. I would do that. And then just go, because the odds are what they are. Las Vegas Super Bowl odds. Winning the Super Bowl right now. If you put down $100, you'd win 700. So put down $1,000 to win another $6,000. You'd have 7,000 total. That's MGM. DraftKings will give you 750 on the Bengals. DraftKings will give you 750 on the Bengals winning the Super Bowl. Now that Joe Burrow, their quarterback, he came from where? The LSU Tigers. Got the right eye in the middle of their field. So Joe Burrow went from the LSU Tigers to the Cincinnati Bengal Tigers. Do we have insider trading? I don't know, man. Lord called me out of gambling, but it is what it is. Just throwing it out there as it being hilarious. All right, love y'all very much.